2018 Fat Boy 114. Great looking bike. Floorboards on the Fat Boys. Never ridden a Fat Boy before. This is the first time. I've ridden a couple of breakouts, and I don't know why. I've always thought, oh yeah, the breakouts and the Fat Boys very similar. Well, the breakout don't have floorboards. This is very much more comfortable than a breakout. Breakout, you're sort of still a little bit hunched forward. For me, 5'9", still a little bit hunched forward on a breakout, whereas this, wow, this is just the perfect seating position for me. Fat Boy, nostalgic bike. This has got the 114 engine too, so it's got some balls, this bike. Poor thing's got the stock pipes though. They've got two Fat Boys at this dealership, and interestingly enough, they put an aftermarket pipe on the stock 107 Fat Boy as opposed to the 114 Fat Boy, which is that one in front. It's got a road rage 2-into-1. I would have thought they would have put it on this beast. Yeah, very comfy bike. I reckon I could travel long distance on this. Carrying gear might be a bit of an issue, but comfort definitely wouldn't be an issue. This is very great. This is a great riding position. Oh yeah, she goes. Woo! Woohoo! She goes. No doubt about it, those Milwaukee 114s. There you go. I feel like I'm riding a big bike for some reason, but it don't feel like a big bike to ride. Doesn't make sense, does it? Maybe it looks like a bit, oh nice, Chevrolet, very nice. Anyway, back to the Fat Boy. Back to the 2018 Fat Boy 114. Yeah, I suppose it's a big bike in appearance. It looks like a big chunky bike. That's probably why it's called Fat Boy. But it doesn't, well, this is, as I said, this is the first Fat Boy I've ridden. It doesn't ride like a big, intimidating bike. It rides really, really light. Maybe it's a new frame, the new soft tail frame with mono shock. This has got an adjustable rear shock. This bike has a lot of bling, a lot of chrome, an interesting headlight. It's got the old school gauge. We've got RPM on the digital display, then we've got the speedo, then we've got trip meter A, trip B, range to empty, gear indicator, back to the time. Very good, that's all you need. This bike's got a big rear tyre. I think it's 240. I think it's a 240. Yeah, it's a big rear tyre. Well, you can see that bike in front of me. That's a Fat Boy. And yeah, look at that rear tyre. It's huge. Interesting. At 80 kilometres an hour, the breakout 114 was happy to cruise in sort of that fourth gear, whereas this one's happy to cruise in fifth gear. would imagine this bike's a little bit heavier than a breakout. Would have to be. There might not be much in it. Although the tank looks bigger than a breakout tank. Now, I'm not sure on the price difference between a breakout and a Fat Boy. I imagine there's not that much difference. Haven't ridden both, not for very long, but on the short trips I've taken them, if I had to choose, if someone put in front of me the two bikes that I have ridden, the Breakout 114 and the Fat Boy 114, and said, you can have one of these bikes, choose which one you'd like. I think I'd choose the Fat Boy. It's just got a better riding position. The Breakout had a great seat. This one's even better. This one looks like it's got a bigger tank, and I'm going to get a lot more, more kilometres out of it. I think I could travel further on this. I think I could say I'm going for a ride for a day on this and be comfortable. It's funny, I've got a backpack on. It's quite heavy. It's got all sorts of rubbish in the back of it, and it's weightless at the moment because it's the rear passenger seat steps up from the riding position, the rider's seat, and the backpack's actually just sitting on the passenger's seat and taking all the weight. So I could, even with this heavy backpack that I'm wearing, I could wear this all day and ride this bike. Not an issue. Not an issue. In Australia, these Fat Boys are popular, and like as I said, it's the first time I've ever ridden one. Well, I think I'm starting to realise why these are such a popular bike. This is great. I'm loving this 114 engine too. It's no vibration and it's got plenty of torque. Plenty of torque. Overtaking on this on a highway would be not an issue whatsoever. Not an issue. And as I've said in my other videos, these 2018 soft tail clutches, they're just great. They're so easy to pull in as opposed to the 2017 Dynas, especially the Lowrider S model. That's a nightmare clutch to pull in. These ones are great. And they're not non-hydraulic either. It's still a cabled clutch, which is probably, I would have thought this type of bike, I would say this is a premium bike, and they've still got this shitty cable clutch. Yeah, it's definitely got some power, some grunt. If this bike was in my price range, which unfortunately it's not, I think this retails at high 30,000, sort of 37, something like that, I think, in Australia. 37,000, something like that, which is a little bit high for me. But if that price wasn't an issue and I was in the market, I'd buy this bike. I wouldn't buy this colour, but I'd buy one of these. This is a great bike. This is so comfy. Man, this is a comfy bike. So quiet. It needs a set of pipes on it. It's so quiet. Let's go, mate. Let's go. I wonder if these bikes come with an option, a blacked out option. I don't think so. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about this bike. Looks, tick. Engine, tick. Comfort, tick. Price, question mark. They're not cheap. They're not cheap Harleys, but you know that when you walk into the dealership, you know you're not buying a cheap bike. It stops well. Okay, yeah, this bike, don't be fooled, it gets up and boogies. I don't know how different it is with a 107, but this 114, it's no slouch, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm very impressed with that bike. I like that bike a lot. I like that bike a lot. Grouse, that's grouse, that bike, isn't it?
They're still very restricted in
Yeah.
standard form with the standard.
Yeah.
Once you pipe them and all that,
Oh,
they fucking go right too.
very comfortable.
Yeah, not bad, are they?
Yeah, very comfortable. Very nice bike that. Very nice bike.